of clothing they can that has orange in it as they show support to the Denver Broncos. Here's their offensive huddle at Craig Morton at quarterback.
Well, he's the big question mark. He did not practice one day with the Denver Broncos this week because of a leg injury or hip injury. He was in the hospital for over 2 days, and he's had the knee or the hip drained twice a week. Rob Lytle, the starting halfback, Lonnie Perrin, fullback, Moses one end, Dalvin the other, and Riley Owens, the tight end.
They come out with two flankers to the left side. Moses, the wide man, give it to John Keyworth, who starts in place of Lonnie Perrin, and Keyworth gets a couple off the right side.
Andy Bauer, number 74 at left tackle. This is a good offensive line for the Denver Broncos. They've done a good job. They're a steady team. Tom Glassy, 62, the left tackle. The center is 52, Mike Modler. Right guard, Paul Howard, number 60, and the right tackle is number 71, Lottie Minor.
Brad Miller sending him plays by halfback messengers. Has Lonnie Perrin in. John Keyworth goes out. Second down, a long 7 from the 31. That's Moses in motion. And Rob Lytle, the rookie from Michigan, slams off right tackle for 5. Short of the first down by 2. Good block. Lottie Minor, number 71, the right tackle. Here's the defense for the Oakland Raiders. They use the 3-4. It's a bigger defensive line than Denver's 3-4. Matuzak on one end. In the middle, Dave Rowe, and on the outside right, Otis Sistrunk. The linebackers for them, and they're all tough. Rice, Johnson, Hall, and on the outside, the mad stork, Ted Hendricks. Denver will try to run away from Hendricks. Morton to throw for the first time. Good protection going long. Incomplete at the 25-yard line. Haven Moses was covered by the rookie cornerback, Lester Hayes. And here's the Oakland offense.
All right, number 12, Kenny Stabler. Kenny has a bad knee also. He's like Morton, and there's parts of this field that are slippery. It'll be interesting to watch how he can set up. He'll be the quarterback. Clarence Davis, one running back. The fullback is going to be the AFC's leading rusher, number 30, Mark Van Egan. Receivers in there all great. Branch, 21. Blitnikoff, 25. Casper, 87.
And the Raiders' front 5, perhaps the best in all of pro football. It's Clarence Davis, covered by Randy Gradishar. Gradishar, the middle linebacker, drops Davis for a first down loss. Second down, 14 at the Oakland 39. Davis the other way. Nothing there. Listen to these Denver fans. They're on their feet already. Scrimmage, it's third down, 14, as Davis goes out, and the Raiders behind these blockers, Shell, Upshaw, they block out the sun, said the Vikings. Dalby at center. Beeler and Lawrence on the right side. Those first 3 men are all in the Pro Bowl. 3 wide receivers as Morris Bradshaw joins Biletnikoff and Branch. Stabler, good protection, throws it away. Casper, well covered. It'll be Ray Guy, and he had a booming day here in Denver in game 2, won by the Oakland Raiders here in Denver. Rick Upchurch stands at the 13-yard line. Guy tops in the NFL, 43.3-yard average. Kicked one 74 yards here earlier, almost blocked. And a flag is down. Penalty for roughing the kicker. And the Raiders are going to get a first down on the 5-yard call. They almost blocked it, but they ran into Guy, and that'll cost them possession.
They know if they give Guy time to kick the football, he's going to boom it. What they're trying to do early, I'm sure, is to put pressure on Guy, make him kick a lot quicker than he would like to. This time they made the mistake of running into the kicker after he kicked the football, and that's something you cannot do. But it looks like Denver this afternoon is going to be very, very aggressive.
Van Egan's first carry. He slides out to the 47 as he ducks under the tackle of Lyle Alzado, with Bernard Jackson coming up quickly from the secondary. Lyle Alzado, that's a story, number 77. He's not only tough, he likes to talk the game.
You can see he's talking right now, too, Dick.
Carter and Alzado, the front 3 for the Broncos, maybe the best linebacking core in football. And Swenson, a sprinter, Rizzo, Gradishar, and Tom Jackson, who has played brilliantly. The big play man is Jackson. Second down, 7 at the 47 of the Raiders. He's looking for Branch, goes to Van Egan. Midfield.
What he he's trying to do right now is slow down that rush because he's throwing a screen pass, maybe to make those defensive linemen take a peek before they go after the quarterback.
There's the defensive secondary. The Broncos, right, number 20, and Thompson, 36, are in the Pro Bowl. Third down, 4, a long 4 for the Raiders at midfield. No score, 10 minutes remaining first quarter. Biletnikoff with one of his patented comeback moves and catches. First down at the Denver 41. First down from the 41. Van Egan gets a couple and pays for it at the Denver 38.
And there's 77 Alzado. Did not have a good game the last time they played because Oakland was able to run the football, particular to that side. Art Shell is the tackle. That time Alzado said, he said before the game, he said, they are not going to do that today.
Alzado, who was a fine amateur fighter, he told me he lost a controversial decision to Ron Stander, fighting out of his native Brooklyn, and fought over 40 times. That's Clarence Davis, big hole, and he shoots down close to a first down. Van Egan, no, Banaszak runs over a tackler, Thompson, down to the 19-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a situation that Stabler, the type of guy, he may throw a fire-action pass down here on fourth down.
Bankston left. Casper is tight left. Marvin on the right side. Banaszak going to be close.
I'd say this, if Randy Gradishar is hurt, he did not display it on that play. He was zooming over the top. He knew that what was going to happen. Watch number 53, Randy Gradishar. He's playing that play. The back is going up and over. He's going up and over also. Defensive effort by the Denver Broncos. It looked like perhaps they were going to give up 6 or 7 points. Now the best that it looks like Oakland's going to get is 3.
It'll be no more than an extra point try from the left hash mark at the 10, a 20-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Morton intercepted only 8 times all year, sacked 50 times. Second pass by Morton, good protection. Almost intercepted by Jack Tatum, number 32. It was intended for Haven Moses at the 45. He's a ball hawk, has 25 interceptions, Tatum, in his 6 years. Second down, 15. Moses in motion. And Morton again. Has a man open. And knocked out of bounds. Moses. No, he was not out of bounds. He goes all the way for a touchdown. Moses stays in bounds. Denver leads, and Bronco mania reigns. Veteran Jim Turner out of Norris Weiss's hold picks it through.
That's 3 penalties by Denver, 3 first downs for the Oakland Raiders.
Stabler to pass on first down. Screens it to Van Egan. 35. Fights to the 37. Branch and Biletnikoff both to the right with Branch in the slot. 3rd and 5. Wide open Branch. First down at the Denver 45. Van Egan left to the 41-yard line, a gain of 4.
The 1977 Raiders were a rushing team. They were first in the NFL in rushing attempts, second with the most rushing yards, and second with the most rushing touchdowns.
Second down, 6. Garrett in motion. Stabler. Look at that protection. Wide open. Biletnikoff. First down at the 26-yard line. First down for the Oakland Raiders as we open the second quarter. Van Egan slams down to the 21-yard line. And Red Miller, 49 years of age, Western Illinois, his alma mater. Stabler to Biletnikoff, threw it away again. Foley and Thompson, double coverage on Biletnikoff. 3rd and 13. Stabler. Biletnikoff. Oh, my. A hard 6 yards, and it'll be a field goal try for Oakland. Spot will be at the 19. David Hum to hold for Earl Mann. Mann is connected on a 20-yard field goal. This one will be just inside 30 yards. Hit the upright, no good. Barrett stands at the Oakland 2. Lonnie Perrin to kick off for Denver. Second half underway, off the side of the foot, out of bounds. Fred Miller told us yesterday when Lonnie Perrin is right, he'll kick him into the end zone. He said, but it always concerns him when he scuffs one out of bounds. Carl Garrett at the 6. 20, 30, 40. Carl Garrett might go all the way. Perrin stops the touchdown. The man who kicked the ball, Lonnie Perrin. And the bad news we get on Fred Biletnikoff, dislocated shoulder, he will not return. So the Raiders trailing 7-3, having a first down at the 33. Stabler, play action fake. He's going for it all. It's Branch. Oh, a great play by Foley. Number 43.
Cliff Branch, number 21, has a step or two on 43 Foley. Coming across the middle in a single coverage. There's nobody deep on the inside. Wright was trying to get back there, but he wasn't that deep. Had the ball been thrown much further away from Foley, it could have been a touchdown.
Broncos defense was nicknamed Orange Crush for good reason. They were number 1 in the NFL in allowing the fewest rushing yards, the fewest rushing touchdowns, and the lowest yards per carry, 3.3.
3rd and 10, 3 wide receivers in for the Raiders, and Stabler looking for Casper. He's got Casper open, can't find him. Joe Rozo applied the pressure. Number 59, Casper was open, but Stabler couldn't find him. Moses in motion. Keyworth, no room to run as number 74, Dave Rose, slammed the door on him.
Oakland is behind. They're going to have to throw it. Stabler tried to do it the first down that he had after the kickoff.
Morton to throw. Perrin at the 20. Good move. And a first down. Lonnie Perrin of Illinois. Jack Dolman wide right. Moses in the slot. Odom's the tight end on the left. Morton on first down looking long. Moses, 40, 30, and down at the 24-yard line. 11 minutes left in the third quarter. Denver driving with the lead, 7-3. 3rd down and 4. Lytle, going to be close. He was 13 for 19 this year. A veteran from Utah State. He was the man who kicked 3 field goals in that famous New York Jets upset Super Bowl win over the Baltimore Colts. 31 yards away. It's no good. Wide to the right.
Take a look at that last snap. It's a high snap, which throws the timing off just a little bit between the kicker and the holder. They want to get it off between 1.3 and 1.4 seconds.
Football. And the Broncos had a football. Number 66, Bryson Manor of Arkansas. Looked like Manor just took it right out of his hands, out of Clarence Davis's grasp. Keyworth straight ahead. Denver has not beaten Oakland here in Denver in 15 games, not since 1962. Morton wide open. Odom. First and goal at the 2-yard line. Riley Odom. 2 extra defensive linemen in for the Oakland Raiders. Lytle. Oh, what a hit by Jack Tatum. Number 32 Tatum. Was there a fumble? The Raiders say they had the football, but I believe the whistle was blown dead. The Raiders think they have the football. Mike McCoy, number 76, running off the field with it, but they called it back, and Denver still has possession. John Madden can't believe it.
Well, they're going up the middle. They've got 4 shots to get a touchdown. And Lytle takes the ball, and he is really nailed. Number 32, Tatum, hits as hard as any defensive back in the National Football League.
Well, obviously, the fumble occurred before Lytle hit the ground. Morton to Keyworth. Touchdown! John Keyworth behind the block of Otis Armstrong. Turner's kick is good. Timeout. 8 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Broncos leading the Raiders 14-3.
I'm sure this is going to be a very controversial call regardless of what happens in this ball game. It's hard to see from that particular angle what happened. And I'm sure Oakland's going to say that it was a fumble.
The teams traded a few punts as Denver's defense, who had given up the 3rd fewest points in the NFL, tightened. Meanwhile, Oakland's 14th-ranked defense in terms of points allowed was also strong.
Stable, play action fake, under pressure, throwing for Branch, incomplete at the 10, no flag. Branch was bumped, and I don't believe the man was going for the ball that bumped it.
Now, the judgment of the official has to be that he intentionally do it. Now, watch number 29, Bernard Jackson. Wait a minute.
1 minute, 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Oakland again in Denver territory, 2nd and 10 at the 35. Stabler finds Casper. He's up at the 20, the 15, he's still alive, all the way to the 9-yard line. The play was not whistled dead. Casper alertly got up before there was contact from the defense.
Well, number 87 is Casper. Last week he was shut out in the first half. The first half he was shut out here. But he is not going to be shut out the whole game. I just watched what an outstanding player he is. He catches the football, fighting for yardage. His knee was not down. That's a good call by the official.
1st and goal. Oakland, final seconds, third quarter. Denver leads it 14-3. Stabler trying to get the Raiders close. Casper corralled. What a play by the defensive safety man, Billy Thompson. As we open the fourth quarter, 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line. Stabler to Van Egan. Brought down by John Grant. What a game he has had. Grant, the defensive backup nose guard or nose tackle from USC. Big play.
Right, they've got to get his touchdown. They can't be satisfied with 3 points.
Stabler throwing for Casper. Touchdown. A flag is down in the end zone and another at the 5. Stabler goes down as Bryson Manor belts him as he releases the ball. He was looking for Casper. Casper finally open. Flag down against Denver. Touchdown, Oakland.
Dave Casper is a Pro Football Hall of Famer whose career took off in 1976. In the 2 years prior, he only caught a total of 9 passes. But he made first-team All-Pro every year from 1976 through 1979. Bob Moore was the starting tight end prior to Casper, and he started every regular season game from 1973 through 1975. He was selected by Tampa Bay in the expansion draft on March 30th, 1976. While the Buccaneers lost all 14 regular season games in 1976, the Raiders won 13 and went on to win the Super Bowl. Talk about bad luck. He went from the penthouse to the outhouse, as they say.
Out of Hum's hold. It's good. Timeout. Less than a minute gone in the fourth quarter, and it's now anyone's game. The score, Denver 14, the Oakland Raiders 10. Moses in motion, and Morton's going to throw. He's got a man open, Jensen, and Jensen is finally out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Young man from Iowa.
Well, number 7 is Morton, and he took a shot on that play, too.
Very quick. Morton, and he goes down for the first time. That is the Raiders' first sack of the game as Otis Sistrunk from the University of Mars makes the tackle. Jensen right, Armstrong left behind Morton. Armstrong. Oh, is he popped? Floyd right. Third down. 23 for Denver. And Morton's going to go for something big. Oh, he's hurting. Could be intercepted. Incomplete. He was out of bounds. No, they call it good. They call it a good catch made by Haven Moses, juggling the ball as he went out of bounds. There is a big catch. Possession maintained by Denver when it appeared the Raiders with momentum would get the ball back.
That's when you have a great deal of confidence in your receiver to come up with the football because he threw it right into the defense there.
First down at the Oakland 42. Jim Jensen straightened up and dropped at the 41. Saw Rob Lytle on the sidelines. He has a bruised thigh muscle, may not return. Morton, look, he's very ginger as he goes back. Moses! Haven Moses! First down! Haven is Haven in Denver.
they're of significance. Now, Fred Morton is not moving gingerly. He throws the ball. It's a low throw, which is good, which means it can't be intercepted. And Moses did the great thing that great receivers do. He went down after the ball.
2nd and 7. Moses left. Dalvin right. Reverse to Moses. Oh, my, what a hit. Floyd Rice, number 52. Red reverse all the way. Morton. Good protection. It's Waddle. Intercepted. Rice again. Rice to the 22. What plays back-to-back by Floyd Rice? He makes a tackle 10 yards in the backfield on a reverse and then goes back and intercepts the pass thrown by Morton.
39, Willie Hall was going after him. You can see in the middle of the picture, but he underthrew the football this time. The one thing you want to do, if you don't, you got to get it too far. But watch what number 52 Rice does. Now here's his idea of a stiff arm.
Woo. 2nd down and 7. The snake. He's at the 17-yard line. Bob Watson.
And I think Swenson, but Swenson is the fastest of the four. He runs under a 4.6, and you see him coming into the picture, picking it off. He was throwing to Dave Casper, 87. Now he's running like a halfback. You see that Kenny Stabler paid for that last row.
1st down. Lonnie Perrin spins away and is put down at the 13. Morton is 9 for 19. You saw Stabler's stats. Armstrong. 1-yard gain. A textbook tackle by Willie Hall, number 39. Morton's going to look toward the end zone. Oh, look at that. Open is Moses.
To the right of your screen, he was looking for Riley Oldham. Pumped once, he wasn't open. He fired the ball, and look at this catch.
And what a throw by a man on a gimpy leg. It looked as if he was almost going to fall down from the pain before he threw that ball. Turner to try to tack on the extra point. Oh. And Weiss will try to deliver. No good, as it's batted down by Jack Tatum. I've often thought it'd be nice if you could allow that. If he runs it back, that's 1 point for the other side. Van Egan to the 31, a gain of 5. An interesting call, trailing by 10, and the clock running 7:25. It figures the Raiders will have 2 possessions, possibly 3. They almost have to score this time with the ball. How about that Errol Mann field goal try that hit the upright earlier in the game? Van Egan reverses his field and with determination plows for a 1st down. 1st down at his own 41. Check that from the 36 to the 41 it goes. As Van Egan, the workhorse, gets another 5. 2nd and 5 from the 41. Siani, 1st down, hit immediately at the Denver 47 and hit hard by Billy Thompson. Quarterback, are you telling your players in the huddle, hey, hurry back after the play. We can't waste any time.
No, what you should do is hurry up to the line of scrimmage once you get the play called and get it off as quickly as you possibly can.
Screen, Van Egan down to the 44-yard line.
Vanasak.
Check that, Pete Vanasak, number 40, giving Van Egan a breather. On the screen left, Thompson and Alzado made the tackle. Clock is running. 5 minutes exactly left in the game. Stabler, 2nd down, 7. Has a man open, Bradshaw. Morris Bradshaw to the 19-yard line of the Broncos. And here come the Raiders under the whip of the snake, Kenny Stabler. 4:05 left as Stabler has a 1st down at the Denver 19. Van Egan has running room. But a great play by Bernard Jackson, the safety man acquired from the Cincinnati Bengals this year with 3.5 minutes left. 2nd down and 8. Stabler.
Who's
to Casper. Oh! Dave Casper with one of his patented circus catches, fighting off the defense and then swallowing up the ball with those mighty mitts.
There were 2 men on Casper. We said before, down by the goal line, Stabler goes to number 87. Look at Rizzo following him. There's going to be 2 other men. 57 is Jackson. Look at this catch.
A man hungry for points, and Casper hauls it in and gets the Raiders close once more.
It's a great throw by Stabler, because had he not caught the football, it would have been out of bounds. But a great catch by number 87, Dave Kent.
This is an important try for point by Earl Mann. It's good. And the Raiders are only a field goal away from a tie with 3 minutes and 16 seconds left. Craig Morton, 3:08 left in the fourth quarter. To Parent. Good game. Out to the 22, Lonnie Parent. Second down and 6. The Raiders hurt themselves a bit on that play. It took them about 10 seconds to roll off the man they had tackled. And the clock is running all the time. 2:29 left in the game. Morton to Parent again. He may have a first down as he fights to the 27. Red Miller, many years an assistant in the National Football League. Never thought he'd get a chance as a head coach. Needs only 2 minutes to be consumed on the clock, and he goes to the Super Bowl. And Lonnie Perrin trying to carry him there. That's 3 straight charges by Perrin, and he's gained 5 yards every time.
Morton's 10 for 20 for 228 yards. There's a man that just got out of the hospital, I think, on Thursday. Hadn't practiced at all with the football team all week long. Haven Moses, 5 catches, 168 yards. But of those 5 catches, 2 of them touchdowns. But all 5 of them were very important catches, because it got them out of a jam.
Second down and 5. Morton turning to say something to Perrin and Jensen, his running backs, both big men, over 220 pounds. Perrin to the 35.
This is it.
3rd and 3. Both wide receivers to the left. Alvin with Moses in the slot. Otis Armstrong. He's got the ball at the 39-yard line. Denver first down, and that's going to just about do it.
Give the ball to the quarterback. Now you're seeing Haven Moses in the backfield also. He is there to protect against the fumble.
Man with great hands. He'll watch the ball. Morton, as the Raiders charging into Morton. All right, we go back to maybe the key play of the game. This is the difference in the game. Earlier, Rob Lionel on the goal line. He's hit by Jack Tatum right there. You see the ball.
There's the ball. You can see the ball loose. They say that he was stopped.
The linesman said he was stopped. Did not appear he was. Doesn't matter. The Denver Broncos are on their way to the locker room. 14 seconds. The Broncos, the big surprise in football in 1977, go to the new year as the American Conference champions.